Have you ever felt it, that cold, quiet distance in someone you thought loved you? That subtle shift in their eyes, the words that no longer match their actions, it hurts more than anything, yet your heart keeps hoping. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden signs she doesn't love you, explained through the lens of female psychology. By the end of this video, you'll see the truth clearly. No more guessing, no more heartache, just understanding. Watch closely, because what you learn here could save your heart. Comment below where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You deserve clarity and peace. Have you ever noticed how some people are physically present, but emotionally absent? It's one of the quietest, yet most devastating signs that someone doesn't truly love you. When a woman distances herself emotionally, she isn't just withdrawing affection. She's signaling a lack of investment in the relationship itself. You might feel it in her tone, in her distracted responses, or in the way she seems to avoid meaningful conversations. At first, it might seem subtle, easy to explain away as stress or busyness, but if it persists, it's more than a coincidence. Female psychology tells us that women naturally gravitate toward connections that fulfill them emotionally. If she's consistently unavailable, her heart isn't fully present. You might find yourself replaying moments, asking, "Was it something I did? Or does she really care?" And the truth is, these doubts aren't unfounded. Emotional engagement is not just about grand gestures or romantic words. It's about the small, consistent behaviors that show someone values your presence, your thoughts, and your feelings. A lack of curiosity about your day, minimal interest in your passions, or disinterest in sharing her own inner world is a clear indicator that the emotional bond isn't there. Love in its truest form is participatory. It's felt in the shared laughter, the exchanged vulnerabilities, the way someone leans in when you need them. When these moments are absent, it's not a temporary glitch. It's a reflection of her investment level. Sometimes emotional distance is cloaked in excuses. She might say she's too busy or stressed, but consistently the effort to connect remains minimal. It's essential to recognize this pattern for what it is, a signal, not a punishment. Philosophically, human beings are wired to seek connection and attachment. When a woman withholds engagement, she is subconsciously indicating that the relationship is not fulfilling her emotional needs, or that her feelings aren't deep enough to sustain the bond. Your mind might try to rationalize or hope for change, but clarity comes when we observe patterns over time, not isolated incidents. Understanding this isn't about judgment. It's about awareness and self-respect. Recognizing emotional distance early allows you to protect your own heart. It gives you the power to decide whether to continue investing in someone who isn't equally invested, or to redirect your energy toward a connection that is reciprocal. Love should be nurturing, not draining. Your emotional well-being matters, and the subtle signals she sends are her way of showing the truth before words ever confirm it. So, pay attention to the silences, the half-hearted responses, the absence of genuine curiosity. They are not accidents, they are the language of her heart, speaking honestly even when words fail. And when you recognize these signs, don't despair, use them as a guide. Love is abundant, but clarity is precious. Honor yourself enough to see the truth, and you'll open the door to the connection you truly deserve. We often hear the saying, actions speak louder than words. But in relationships, this is more than a cliché. It's a psychological truth. Words are easy. Anyone can say, "I love you," or promise to be there, but real commitment is measured in consistent action. When a woman doesn't truly love you, her actions rarely match her words. She might say she cares, she might reassure you verbally, yet her behaviors tell a different story. She cancels plans without reason, fails to follow through on small promises, or avoids investing time in your life. The mind naturally wants to reconcile what we hear with what we see, but when the pattern persists, it's impossible to ignore the truth hidden in plain sight. Psychologically, humans crave alignment between language and behavior. In female psychology, a woman's emotional investment is often revealed in the tangible ways she engages with a partner through attention, effort, and shared experiences. If those signs are absent, it signals a lack of authentic connection. You may try to rationalize her behavior. She's busy, she's stressed, she's distracted. And sometimes that may be true, but love is not occasional. It is consistent. A woman who is genuinely invested will find ways, even small ones, to show her care. She will make time for you. She will remember what matters to you, and she will act in ways that reinforce her words. When those actions are missing, the inconsistency becomes a silent confession of her feelings. It's tempting to hold on to hope when words are flattering. We want to believe that love exists in the promises, in the "I'll try," or the "I'll do better." But philosophy and psychology converge here. Reality is in what is done, not what is said. Our brains are wired to respond to patterns. When there is repeated mismatch between what someone says and what they do, the subconscious mind recognizes this as a warning. It tells us, without words, that the emotional foundation we're building may be on unstable ground. Observing this pattern with clarity is not cynicism, it's self-awareness. It's understanding that you deserve consistency, honesty, and alignment between words and behavior. Recognizing inconsistent actions isn't about confronting or blaming. It's about seeing clearly. The subtle moments when promises are broken, plans are neglected, or efforts are minimal are not just disappointments. They are signposts. They reveal the truth that love, when genuine, will naturally express itself through behavior. When we ignore these signs, we risk investing deeply in something that isn't reciprocal, sacrificing our emotional energy and self-respect. So, watch the patterns, not the speeches. Observe the ways she shows up or doesn't. Actions are the language of love, and inconsistency is the voice of disinterest. When you see this clearly, you gain the power to act with wisdom. Trust the evidence before you and honor yourself enough to step back if the love isn't truly there. The truth, no matter how uncomfortable, frees you and frees your heart for the connection you genuinely deserve. One of the most telling signs that a woman doesn't truly love you is how she approaches or avoids the future. Love isn't just about the present moment, it's about envisioning a life together. When a woman avoids conversations about what lies ahead, when she resists including you in her life, or when she keeps her world carefully separated from yours, it's a reflection of where her heart truly is at first. This may seem innocent, even practical. Maybe she's independent, maybe she wants to take things slow. But consistently, this avoidance signals a lack of attachment and emotional investment. Female psychology shows us that attachment drives inclusion, integration, and planning for shared experiences. When those elements are missing, it's rarely an accident. Think about the moments you've tried to bring her closer to your world, introducing her to friends, inviting her into family gatherings, or simply discussing life plans, and she hesitated or deflected. These small acts, seemingly trivial, are in fact profound indicators of love or its absence. Women who love deeply naturally seek connection that extends beyond fleeting interactions. They imagine, integrate, and plan. They want their partner to be part of their inner circle because true attachment comes with a desire to share life fully. Avoidance, on the other hand, is not a neutral behavior. It's a reflection of emotional boundaries set to protect her own heart from investment she isn't ready to give. Philosophically, love is about vulnerability and openness. It is about allowing someone to see not just the surface, but the layers of your life, your dreams, your fears, your routines. When she resists this, she is signaling that she does not feel safe or motivated to create that level of intimacy. This avoidance is rarely random. It is the brain and heart quietly telling you that her emotional and psychological commitment is lacking. Over time, these small acts of distance accumulate, creating a gap that no amount of hope or persuasion can bridge. Understanding this is crucial, because ignoring it leads to frustration, confusion, and misplaced hope. Awareness of this pattern allows you to reclaim clarity. You begin to see that love is not measured in fleeting moments or words alone, but in integration, inclusion, and a willingness to plan for a shared future. When someone consistently avoids that, it is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of her investment level. Observing these signals isn't cynical, it is self-preserving. It allows you to step back, reassess, and redirect your energy towards someone who is ready, willing, and capable of building something real with you. So pay attention to the spaces she keeps between her life and yours, the reluctance to discuss the future, the hesitation to integrate. These are not minor details. They are the quiet truths of her heart speaking through her actions. And when you recognize them, act. Honor yourself enough to step into relationships where emotional investment is mutual. Love should be inclusive, expansive, and forward-looking. Anything less is a sign to pause, reflect, and choose clarity over uncertainty.